Hello everyone and welcome. I am Sanjit from IBM. In this video, you will see some Netezza pseudocolumns and how those can help you to address certain problems. A pseudocolumns behave just like a table column, but they are special. These pseudocolumns are stored as hidden. You can select from the pseudocolumns, but you cannot insert, update, or delete their values. In Netezza, these pseudocolumns are treated as an internal data type and they are reservoirs, which means you cannot use them in your any DDL statement. The row ID value is unique for a given table and across the entire appliance. This number is not necessarily sequential because of the way in which the range of values are distributed from host to the spool. Row ID identifies a specific record in the database and is guaranteed to be unique but not necessarily sequential within a table. The initial row ID value is 100,000. Netezza host assign a range of sequential row ID to each spool. When you insert record, system assign row IDs. When the initial allotment of row IDs is used up, system assign another range. That's why row IDs cannot be sequential within a table. Here is a scenario where you can use row ID to solve a problem. In this example, you have duplicate rows in a table. These duplicate rows are exactly same and you need to delete one of the duplicate record. There are many ways to perform this operation. One way to do this is using row ID. You can use the row ID of a duplicate row to delete the unwanted record. The data slice ID identifies the portion of the database that is stored on each disk. At initialization, the system is divided into a logical number of data slices. When the system created a record, it assigned it to a logical data slice based on the distribution key. Although the system dynamically generates data slice ID values, it doesn't store them with each individual records. You can use nzds command to display information about the data slices. It is useful to see the status, size of the percentage used of each data slice. The output also let you know the spools and the disk assigned with each data slice. Here is an example where data slice ID can be used to verify data distribution. To check the data distribution, run this query against an individual table. The query output shows row count in each data slice for a table called tab1. Ideally, data rows should be evenly distributed across all data slices, but in this case, row count shows data not distributed properly. Some data slices has more data than other, that indicating a data skew in that table. The create XID and delete XID are another set of pseudocolumns used for store transaction ID. Create XID defines the transaction ID that created the record, and the delete XID represents transaction ID that deleted the record. The delete XID will be as 0 if the record is not deleted. When the system updates a record, it updates the delete XID on the original row with the current transaction ID. Here is an example of delete XID to recover deleted records. Suppose by mistake you delete few records from a table and want to recover them back. You can use the delete XID to recover delete records as long as after delete records from the table you haven't taken any backup or groomed the table. To do this, first need to enable the show delete records parameters in the session level. As you know, the delete XID will be 0 if the record is not deleted. So, for deleted rows, delete Excit will have a valid transaction ID other than 0. Now you will create a temp table and insert all the deleted records from the temp table. However, data cannot be recovered if the table dropped or truncated. In that case, you need to recover the table from a previous backup. There are few other pseudocolumns available in Netezza. We will take a look into those sometimes later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Until next time.